Hello everybody, it's Jim again. Just an update, as you may notice from the placement of the CNC unit, that we moved into the kitchen. I have to do this while my wife is shopping because she's not quite grasped the fact yet. Anyway, it's only a temporary location while I start clearing the area that it will ultimately reside. But there's a few more additions since the last video we did. Obviously just mounted the screen for the stepper motor driver board on the post here temporarily. It's actually fixed with a rare earth magnet on the back, quite a strong one, and it allows me to position the unit anywhere I need just temporarily for this test. Other things that have arrived: Y and Z stepper motors and their associated couplings. These are a little bit smaller. We don't have the same amount of weight to carry on this, and these will form the axes across the top of the unit, which will make the motor drive the head backwards and forwards for alignment for the saw initially. Once that's done, it stops, and that's the job over with the Y-axis for the saw configuration. The Z-axis, sorry, is used for this up and down motion that I talked about before, which is here, and that allows this to go up and down. Obviously it won't go like that, it will just go in small increments like that as it passes each step of the cut process. So that's the saw configuration. That's fairly well complete now. This needs the Z-axis will be fitted underneath here with a twin screw, which will simply just notch this down. It can be as a micro step. It doesn't, it can be really fine drop, so that it allows very fine passes to be made by the saw, and that doesn't put any stress on it. If it's cutting a very strong, tough metal, then that's the sort of thing you need. If it's cutting Delrin, you need to drop it a couple of steps each time, and you probably cut it in three or four passes, such as the material. In fact, I should think you could probably use this quite slowly to cut straight through 6mm Delrin. So that's what's arrived this week. In addition, I had a little think about this, and I saw a remarkable video by a gentleman whose name escapes me at the moment, but it consisted of the control of this particular type of board with an Arduino. This is an Arduino Uno because that's what they were using at the moment. It's got a stepper motor shield on it. I don't need that. It connects the digital ports from this into the stepper motor parallel port, and that allows programming to be done, or you to run G-code from a program he's written. Excuse the background sound effects. That's my mate Alfie here, who's actually noticed that Mum's back. Go see Mum then. These are the things, the trials and tribulation of an inventor with a dog. Anyway, so that's what the plan is, to actually run a program, any program, which leads me on to the engraving side of the process. And that's something else I need, is an engraver. It can be a drill, it can be a mill, it can be a very fine tip engraver, but I need to be able to engrave the tools that I make and other things, and ideal situation. So for the sake of less than 20 quid, we got a whole kit and caboodle to be able to control it from my laptop. Just a demonstration again. We've seen the X-axis in action. That's fairly obvious what that does, backwards and forwards. and again, moving it didn't make any difference at all. Here we see the other motors. This is actually the y-axis. It's just the way it's plugged in. Backwards, forwards, and the z-axis. This one, forwards, backwards. And again, you can step it. I don't think we saw this in action. You see the LED up there. This is the keypad, and you can simply step it. Now we can also program it using these keys here to do a sequence of events in series, independent of any PC or any G-code coming from the actual Mac 3 or any other software. That's probably all I need it to do. But if I want to do engraving and I want to get a JPEG or a DXF file that I can start it to engrave very delicate things, such as my logo and other script, then I'll need to obviously connect it to the laptop, and that's the reason behind using the world famous micro computer, the Arduino. I can also use the Raspberry Pi, but the jury's out on that one. So that's it. That's what we're up to today. So just before my dog goes completely spare and destroys the entire planet in here, when my wife comes back with the shopping, we'll call it a day for now. Thank you. See you guys later.